So there's this guy. His name's Ethan Hunsaker. And at first glance, Ethan looks like your typical suburban dad. He's got a job, a wife, a decent life. You know, the kind of guy you'd never think twice about if you passed him on the street. He's funny, charming in his own way, and he loves his family. But beneath all that, something darker is brewing. See, Ethan's marriage isn't exactly perfect. He and his wife, they start fighting a lot. About small things at first, money, chores, time, but those small fights start to build up into something heavier. Before long, their home starts to feel like a war zone, and the person who once made him happiest now just reminds him of everything he's losing. The stress eats at him. His anxiety gets worse. His wife notices he's not okay. She even suggests he get help, maybe talk to someone. But Ethan doesn't. He brushes it off. And that turns out to be a big mistake. Because over the next few months, everything falls apart. They separate. And Ethan completely breaks down. He can't handle it. The loneliness, the rejection, he feels abandoned, like the world's against him. His friends try to help, but he pushes them away. He stops showing up to work on time, stops smiling, stops caring, and soon enough, the guy everyone used to know, he's gone. So after the separation, Ethan's life just keeps going downhill. He's drinking more, sleeping less, and constantly stuck in his own head. He starts thinking these really dark thoughts, violent thoughts, specifically about hurting women. At first, he just tries to ignore it, like it's some passing anger or fantasy he'd never act on. But those thoughts, they don't go away. They grow, they twist, they take root in his mind. And soon, Ethan starts saying things out loud. Weird, uncomfortable things. At work, he'll casually mention how women are manipulative or how he understands why some men snap. His coworkers notice. They're creeped out. Some of them even tell him, "Dude, you need help." But he laughs it off, pretends it's a joke. Then one day, he gets into an argument with one of his female coworkers. No one knows exactly what happened, but it's bad enough that the company fires him. And that sends Ethan into a spiral. He stops talking to everyone. No family, no friends, no one. He isolates himself completely. And isolation can do dangerous things to a broken mind. He starts spending hours online, scrolling through social media, looking at old photos, reading DMs, obsessing over people who've moved on without him. One night while he's on Instagram, he sees a familiar name, a woman he used to work with back when he was a teenager. Her name's Autumn. Ethan always thought she was beautiful. So, he sends her a message. And to his surprise, she replies. They start chatting. Friendly, casual, nothing serious. But almost immediately, Ethan starts getting attached. Too attached. He asks her to hang out, but she's like, "Sorry, I've got plans." He tries again a day or two later. Same thing. Now, any normal person would take the hint, but Ethan doesn't. He keeps texting her over and over. Messages pile up. "Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Hey, you still there? Hey, how are you?" And she never answers. Autumn finally ghosts him completely. And to Ethan, that silence feels like the final rejection. Like every woman who ever hurt him just came back all at once. And that's when something in him snaps.
So after getting ghosted by Autumn, Ethan's mind is just gone. He's angry, not just at her, but at every woman who's ever turned him down, every argument, every breakup. In his head, they're all the same. He spends nights alone, scrolling endlessly on his phone. And one night, he opens Tinder. He's not looking for love. He's not even looking for a connection. He's just looking for someone. Anyone. He swipes. Left, left, right, left. Then, ding! It's a match. Her name's Ashlyn Black. She's 25, sweet, full of life. She works with kids with special needs, literally the kind of person who just radiates kindness. They start chatting, and Ethan is surprisingly charming. He tells her he's been through a rough patch, that he just wants to meet new people, and Ashlyn, being the caring, understanding person she is, agrees to meet him. They set a date for the next night. Ethan drives to her house, picks her up, and they head to a local bar. For hours, they talk, laugh, drink. It actually seems like things are going well. He's polite, funny, even a little shy. And Ashlyn feels comfortable around him. She doesn't see the danger behind his calm smile. When he invites her back to his place afterward to watch a movie, she says sure. So they go back to his house. They hang out, they talk more, they relax. One thing leads to another, and they sleep together. Eventually, they both fall asleep, side by side. It's quiet, peaceful. For a moment, it feels like maybe this night will just end like any normal Tinder date. But around 3 a.m., Ethan wakes up. He turns his head and just watches her. She's asleep, breathing softly, completely unaware. And in that stillness, something inside him breaks. Suddenly, Ethan snaps. He wraps his hands around Ashlyn's throat, squeezing as hard as he can. She wakes up, panicked, fighting back. She hits him, screams, tries to get away, but he's too strong. He won't let go. Eventually, he releases her, and she gasps for air, terrified, trying to understand what just happened. But Ethan doesn't stop. He runs into the kitchen, comes back with a knife, and then he starts stabbing her over and over. 10, maybe 12 times. Ashlyn is bleeding, struggling to survive, but it's too late. And then, in a surreal moment of clarity or madness, Ethan does something even stranger. He picks up his phone and dials 911. Hello? I just unalived someone, and I want to unalive myself. The 911 operator doesn't hesitate. She immediately dispatches police. Minutes later, cops arrive at Ethan's house. They find Ashlyn, and as you can guess, she doesn't survive. When officers ask Ethan what happened, he's disturbingly calm. He tells them everything. We were on a Tinder date. We came back to watch a movie, and then I woke up, and I unalived her. The police are shocked. Completely unprovoked, completely senseless. Ethan is arrested on the spot. His mugshot circulates online. The community is horrified. He's charged with first-degree murder. Ultimately, he pleads guilty. The court sentences him to a minimum of 15 years in prison. And just like that, a night that began like any other, a Tinder date, casual and innocent, ends in tragedy. Ashlyn's life is gone, Ethan's life is ruined, and a warning lingers for anyone swiping through dating apps. You never really know who's behind the profile.